Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Unique Uzo. Compliment of the season, guys. Hope you're enjoying your Christmas and your holiday. Please, if you want to know how I prepared this recipe, please watch till the end. So for this recipe, of course, I'm going to be using my minced beef. This is my minced beef. I didn't use the whole minced beef, so I just cut it into two. I'm just doing I'm just doing this recipe for the first time, so I don't know if it's going to if it's going to be a failed recipe or not. So that's why I didn't want to use my whole beef. So I'm using my chopped pepper with onions. I'm using my green diced bell pepper. This is a Mozilla shredded cheese. Mozilla shredded cheese, and I'm going to be using, this is a tortilla wrap for shawarma. That's what I'm going to be using for this recipe. Tortilla wrap, that's what it's called. Then I'm going to be using, of course, my spices. I have my red chili, my garlic, I've got my curry powder, my thyme, and I have my seasoning cube, my Knorr seasoning cube, 1 cube, and of course salt to taste. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, moving on, I have my pan already on fire, and I have just probably like 1 tablespoon of your sunflower oil, any oil of your choice or any oil you have at home. So I'll be putting just the minced beef. So I'll just start frying this or cooking it, just to get done. Then I'll go ahead and add all the spices I mentioned before now. You can also use any spices at your disposal. You mustn't use exactly what I use. So any spices you have in the comfort of your house, you can use them. So right now my filling is actually ready. It's out of the pan. So I'm going to be adding my mozzarella shredded cheese into my bowl of filling. So I'll just add like just as you like, you know, just add, and then I stir together with the filling. So I'll just basically just stir everything together. And also you can use this filling for your meat pie, you know, it will be very nice for meat pie also. So here is my tortilla wrap. So this is a tortilla wrap I bought from the store, from the mall. So I'm going to be using this tortilla wrap. Actually, this recipe I saw on Instagram, and the person used tortilla wrap for this samosa instead of samosa wrap. Okay, so I decided to give it a try, but it was a hard thing, as in like it gave me a hard time, but at the end of the day it came out nice, but it really gave me a hard time. I guess maybe my tortilla was, I don't know, maybe water or liquid entered my tortilla, because my tortilla was quite soft. So what I'll do is to divide this into two equal sizes. Okay, so just divide them in two places. Yeah, so this is it. So I later divided the other half into this also, like I divided it, which was the mistake I made. I won't have divided it in again, because it made the tortilla wrap small, and folding was very difficult for me, like very difficult. And because I had my flour with, because you have to seal this with your flour, so you just put 1 tablespoon of flour and add a little water to it. That's what you use to seal up the samosa. So even when I tried sealing up, it was still opening, but I tried, because the one I cut, I wouldn't have cut it because it made the samosa wrap a little bit smaller. So, and when I put the filling was pulling out from the tortilla wrap, because the tortilla wrap on its own was not so strong. So I battled with this, but at the end of the day, you know, the recipe wasn't bad and it came out nice. But you have to make sure you seal all the edges, just seal the openings with the flour mixture, as in your flour mixed with water. Make sure you seal it so that oil will not enter into it while frying. So I had to even use my scissors, the parts were not really aligned. I'll use my scissors and also use my flour to, you know, wrap it up to close those empty spaces. So this was what I was battling with, you know. But I guess this is not a samosa wrap, this is a tortilla wrap. So this is my first time doing this recipe, and I guess, of course, samosa wraps are always made with samosa are always made with samosa wrap, but I tried it with a tortilla wrap, but it wasn't bad actually. So right now I'm deep frying the samosa with the tortilla wrap right now. Okay, so if you have an air fryer, if you have an digital air fryer in the comfort of your house, you can use an air fryer. That will also do also, but I don't have an air fryer, so I'm actually deep frying. Or you can deep fry some and air fry some. So guys, this is what my samosa made with tortilla wrap looks like after deep frying. And guys, it was tasting so nice. You know, it was so delicious. The filling, especially the filling inside, tasted so nice. And it was very crunchy. I like that I made it crunchy. I wanted it to, to be crispy and all that. And my husband was like, wow, this recipe isn't bad at all, as you told me. So drop your comments down below and tell me, you could actually try this at the comfort of your house with your tortilla wrap, or even with your samosa wrap. Until I come your way next time, keep enjoying your holiday and have a prosperous new year. Bye bye.